Let's spend a few minutes talking about how we wrote linear equations in our last session. In the first type, we were given all the information we needed. We needed the slope and the y-intercept. As the name implies, slope-intercept form, if you have your m slope and your b your y-intercept, you have everything you need to write an equation. I replace m with 3, and I replace b with 7. Let's see the second example. If your slope is -4 and your y-intercept is -5, you'll have y is equal to -4. Keep that x minus 5. Always take that sign along with it. Third problem. Information is given to you. The slope is 1, and 1 times x is just x. My y-intercept, -2. We'll talk about and reinforce the graphing as we get further into the lesson. The second way that we found we could write the linear equation in slope-intercept form was when we were given the slope and a point. Now a point is just an ordered pair of an x and a y. So we still have information, but not everything we need. We need to find the value of b. So b is the y-intercept, and we need to get that information in order to write the equation. So we need to find the value of b. Once again, we're going to use our substitution. We're going to take our model, y is equal to mx plus b. Let's replace y with -2. Our slope m is 5. Our x is 7. And we're looking for b. We'll go ahead and multiply. 5 times 7 is 35. We'll subtract it on both sides. And it looks like our y-intercept is a -37, which is very possible. We're used to dealing with the low numbers, but it could possibly be a y-intercept of -37. So now we found the y-intercept b, our -37, and we have our slope, which is a +5. We have y is equal to 5x minus 37. An additional problem, just the same information given. We have our x, and we have our y, and we have our m. Let's replace it. And then for the beginning, you can rewrite the model each time so you know that you're putting the right numbers in the right place. If you're comfortable, you don't need to do that. My y is 3. My m is -2. My x is -12. And I'm solving for b. I have 3 is equal to negative times negative gives me a +24 plus b. We'll subtract 24 on both sides. And I find that b is equal to a -21. So I have my slope. I have a y-intercept. I have an equation. Y is equal to -2x minus 21. I think we should do just one more because we only did a couple of examples last class, so let's add another one on here. What if m were equal to 1/2, and the point here was 6, 2. Again, let's replace into the equation what we know. Y is equal to m, which is 1/2, times x, which is 6, plus b. We'll take 1/2 of 6, and that's going to be 3. We'll subtract 3 on both sides. Sometimes we have to add, sometimes we have to subtract. And my y-intercept is -1. What does my equation look like? Y is equal to 1/2 times x minus 1. I need to know if we need to practice this a little more. So Feel free to ask questions in class, and we can certainly do many more. The third part of writing the equation in slope-intercept form comes when they give you just 2 points on the line, no slope, no intercept. We have to do two things. We have to find the slope using the slope formula, and then we do the same process we did in the last, which was find our y-intercept by choosing a point. Let's see how this works. Remember again that this is your x1, y1, and this is your x2, y2. This goes back to the previous lesson where we calculated slope. Slope is change in y, 9 minus 3, over 4 minus 2. That will give me 6 over 2, and the slope simplifies to 3. I now have the slope. Now I need the y-intercept. I can choose either point. It doesn't matter. It will come out the same. Just out of order here, I'm just going to pick the first point. So y, which is 3, I'm taking the first point here, so I'm using this point, 2, 3, and I now have my slope, which is 3. So 3 is equal to 3 times 2 plus b. Let's go ahead and simplify. 3 times 2 is 6. We'll subtract 6 on both sides. We'll see that b is equal to negative 3. I now have everything I need to write this equation. Y is equal to m times x and the b. And there you have the third type, which is what happens when they only give you 2 points on a line. We'll definitely do more of these in class.